lose my waist, pues that's something that I just won't do. Till death do us, Mario catch me throwing in my hood. This life is full of drama, full of shit and never good. But we knew that coming in, so I got no excuse. La vida loca, this life's not made to be understood. Catch a rival slipping, homie, and he's getting hooked. But only if they active, homie, I go by the book. And remember, there's no such thing as a habit crook. They gang banging and retire on a day to day. But what a trip, homie, but that shit be looking strange. But that's it, never me, solid to my grave.
G-File.
Now, starting off right here in Santa Maria, we have the first neighborhood, which is the Vado Northwest neighborhood. It's located in the Evans Projects. It is the largest in the neighborhood. I know you have the West Park, but it's the largest and oldest gang in Santa Maria. Been around since the 1960s. It's big. It holds it down, homie. They got the projects obviously right there, the Evans projects, and they got that shit on lockdown, homie. Like, they run the projects, you know what I mean? So these guys, chums, no pushovers. Law enforcement have been trying to combat them for years, but they still, stronger than ever. Like I said, Vital Northwest, homie, they with the business, homie. They definitely right there putting it down, for the projects. Not only that, they got a few rappers too. You guys should go check them out. Guys, Reckless. They have several rappers, and they get down. They have a few videos on YouTube. You guys want to check them out. So they be doing their thing right there. And like I said, Vital, Northwest, homie. Shit, they be putting it down, homie. They with the business, homie. They ain't no joke. Like I said, Santa Maria may look nice, may sound nice or whatever, but like I said, homie, this shit be popping over here. They definitely got their gangsters and shit definitely be cracking, especially the beef between them and West Park. Heavy beef between these two neighborhoods. They definitely don't like each other, so definitely some heavy animosity between both sides. As a matter of fact, I was told that the Northwest neighborhood picking on other individuals outside of the projects is the reason why West Park, the neighborhood started. They banded together to fight off the kids from the projects, pues. And but yeah, that's what's up with the Barrio Northwest Evans projects right there, and definitely holding it down and putting it right on the map. Now here's the other neighborhood right here in Santa Maria, which is the West Park neighborhood. The reason the Barrio is called West Park is because they started on what's Park Avenue, so the west of Park Avenue, so that's why it's called West Park. I was told this neighborhood started because of Northwest. The gang, would target, these individuals, so they banded together to, defend themselves, to, hold theirs down, you know what I mean? And that's actually what led to the West Park neighborhood being established. And like I said, even though they may not be as large as the counterpart right there, Northwest, these guys are definitely with the business, homie. They be putting it down. These guys ain't no chumps, West Park definitely, has its riders, you know. These, they be putting it down, homie. They be holding it down too, like these guys ain't no chumps, no pushovers, you know what I mean? Like, they definitely with the business, homie. Like, they got their riders, and they be right there representing it and putting their water on the map, holding it down for Santa Maria right there. Now, here in the Ojai Valley, you also have Barrio Ojai Sur Lokotes, which is located right here in Ojai, on the east side, the evil side. Roughly small neighborhood. You roughly don't see them up, as much. But nonetheless, homie, they be right there representing it all. They got the riders, and they ain't no chumps, they ain't no pushovers. They be right there and putting their water on the map. These guys ain't no chumps. Going in with the surrounding neighborhoods, and definitely a lot of that be right there representing for their town, and proud of their home city right there representing. Now, another neighborhood that you have in this area is the Barrio Guadalupe. Now, Barrio Guadalupe is named after the street, Guadalupe Street. Now, this neighborhood has been around since the 1970s, late 70s. Is when this neighborhood was established. So, already has, time in this area. And like I said, this area may look nice and calm, and like it's the countryside, but homie, these riders, they get a cracking, homie, in Guadalupe. Hey, they're large in size, homie. They got their numbers going at it with the surrounding neighborhoods, and definitely right there putting their neighborhood on the map, homie. Like, they ain't no chumps, homie. These guys ain't down for their shit, and be right there representing it. No, it has no connection to the one in Arizona, no ties to that neighborhood. This is, born and bred right here in the 805 on Guadalupe Street, and be right there representing and putting on the map for their barrio. Now, right here, you have the VLP neighborhood. And no, I know I see people say that it's Barrio La Primera, but no, it's actually Barrio Lampac. Now, Lampac stands for Barrio Lámparas Primera. Now, their neighborhood is located right here on the east side, the evil side, on F Street. F Street being the street, their dojo, their home base, why you see it written a lot in their graffiti and, tattooed and everything like that. That's like the heart of their zone. Nalampak, even though it's not as older as the rest of the neighborhoods around this area, this neighborhood is like active. They crazy. They with the business. Only you definitely hear about them. They made the news several times. Um, shit. They have a lot of homies. Upstate. Like this neighborhood puts in work, homie. These guys ain't no chumps. I mean, like you definitely hear about this viral. This viral is a viral that's with the business, homie. Like you know large in size, especially for it not being as old as, some of these other hoods, already goes to show, their well establishment, you know what I mean? And they ruthless, homie, like I said, they definitely be putting their neighborhood on the map and, putting it down right there. Now, right here you have Barrio Oceanos. Now, Barrio Oceanos is a neighborhood right here located on Oceano Street. Um, why their neighborhood is called that. Um, Now you can find them close to 21st Street as well. They're not that old school, you know what I mean? But roughly, the neighborhoods over here ain't that old, themselves. Um, and it's like one of the more smaller neighborhoods out on this area. But nonetheless, homie, they be right there representing it and holding it down. You know what I mean? Now this battle definitely has, conflict with the Nipa's neighborhood. It seems like is their top rivals. Heavy bloodshed between both groups. You know what I mean? I mean, you see the activity right here, the dislike between these two sets. You know what I mean? And even though they're not as big as their counterpart, nonetheless, Vatrocianos right here definitely be holding it down, and they ain't no chums, no pushovers, and they putting their neighborhood on the map. Now right here in Nipomo, you have the Varonipas neighborhood. Um, is the term that they use, for their neighborhood. Nipas. Now, people got it confused thinking that downtown Nipas and uptown Nipas that they were two different hoods, but it's the same hood. You know what I mean? You can find Nipas throughout all of Nipa. Um, they run the whole shebang. I mean, the only well, yeah, Oceanos, but is the neighborhood that's the largest, the oldest, and the one that's established and rooted in this area. Like the originators, pues. Um, and they with the business on me. These guys ain't no chumps. I mean, like I said, this area may look, calm, and country like or whatever, but they should definitely be popping out on me. Like these neighborhoods ain't no chumps, ain't no pushovers on me. They definitely be riders, representing, the 805 and definitely putting their water on the map. I mean, like you hear about these guys, especially them going at it with Oceanos and all the, the rest of the neighborhood right here. And hey, they got their vatos sold up, like I said, homie. Like you can find them in the downtown part, uptown, like scattered, through the whole entire, area. They definitely be right there representing it and holding it down for their vato.